Welcome to our exploration of an issue with global implications, from frost to famine, how weather anomalies impact food security. We're going to investigate how extreme weather events, including unexpected frost and intense heat waves, can dramatically affect agricultural output. We will delve into the effects these events have on global supply chains, the overall food security, and what it means for our future. This video illuminates the intricate and delicate balance between our weather and our sustenance. Buckle up and let's embark on this enlightening journey together. 1. The unpredictable dance of weather. When we talk about weather, the first thing that comes to most people's minds is whether to take an umbrella along or not. However, weather anomalies are much more than just deciding on your outfit for the day. Unexpected weather changes like frosts or heat waves hold the potential to disrupt ecosystems, particularly those related to agriculture. Imagine a carefully organized dance suddenly thrown into chaos. A sudden frost, for example, has the power to halt seed germination and ruin crop yields. It's like planning the perfect wedding only for it to rain on your outdoor event. But in this case, the stakes are food security. 2. The fragility of agriculture. Agriculture, the cornerstone of human civilization, demonstrates surprising fragility in the face of weather anomalies. Imagine setting up an elaborate domino formation, only to have it toppled by an unexpected gust of wind. A single unforeseen weather event can lead to reduced crop yield or even total loss. In a world that thrives on stability, these fluctuations in weather act as a chaotic force, undermining an already delicate equilibrium. Farmers often brace for impact by leveraging technology to predict and adapt to changing conditions. But the battle is ongoing and fierce. 3. Frost. The thief in the night frost might appear serene and beautiful, transforming landscapes into sparkling wonderlands. However, it is also a stealthy thief that sneaks into farms under the cover of night. The sudden drop in temperatures can freeze crops, making them unfit for harvest. Think of it as turning milk into ice cream without the sweet benefit of enjoying a delicious treat afterward. For farmers, dealing with frost often means hasty efforts to cover crops or try to warm them using innovative methods. Yet despite these strategies, frost can induce substantial stress and economic losses. 4. Heat waves, the relentless oppressors. While frost might steal in the night, heat waves act like relentless oppressive forces determined to drain every drop of vitality from the land. Let's compare it to leaving butter out on the counter on a blazing summer day, watching it melt away to liquid form. In agriculture, heat waves lead to dehydration and stunting of crops. The harsh sun overhead can sometimes scorch the very soil meant to nurture plant life, reducing the yields and threatening livestock health. Adaptation becomes the name of the game, yet the struggle against searing heat remains tiresome. 5. Floods, the uninvited deluge. Unlike frost and heat, floods are far from a subtle threat. They announce their presence with overpowering force. As if an uninvited guest who rearranges your entire house, floods inundate fields, rendering them infertile and full of debris. The crops that manage to survive often suffer from root rot and diseases. Farmers, much like custodians tasked with restoring order to a flood-hit library, find themselves mired in the task of rehabilitation. The level of destruction can sometimes reflect a biblical flood, necessitating innovative strategies to manage and avert such disasters. 6. Drought. The silent struggler. If floods announce themselves with bravado, droughts arrive quietly, often unnoticed until the damage is done. Picture a once lush river gradually drying into a narrow stream. Drought essentially deprives crops and soil of their much-needed moisture, leading to abysmal harvests. For farmers, depending solely on scant rainfall becomes a perilous gamble. Here, the challenge isn't just against the absence of water, but against the clock. Timely intervention becomes crucial. Yet water scarcity has highlighted the precarious nature of the world's agricultural systems. 7. Weather anomalies and global supply chains. Weather anomalies are not confined to farms and fields alone. Imagine the global food supply chain as an intricate network of roads, where weather anomalies serve as the unexpected roadblocks and detours. Events like frosts or floods in one part of the world have the power to ripple out, affecting food prices and availability universally. The interconnectedness of modern supply chains means that a weather event impacting rice production in Vietnam could result in increased prices for consumers in distant markets. Such instances emphasize the urgency of integrating weather-resilient strategies into global food supply systems. 8. Future considerations. A constant balancing act. In retrospect, weather anomalies pose an undeniable challenge to food security, akin to a balancing act performed on a tightrope. The need for anticipatory measures and adaptive strategies grows ever pressing. Coping mechanisms take the shape of innovations in agriculture, like more resilient crop varieties and better forecasting technologies. However, the fact remains that as climate change accentuates weather vagaries, the balancing act only becomes more intricate and demanding, urging everyone involved to cleverly adapt and preempt these unpredictable forces. By examining these individual impacts, we better understand how weather anomalies persist as formidable challenges to food security.